think I'm happy with the one I have. Okay, let's copy. Drop it back in here. Can't actually hold the knife himself, so just got the tentacle arm reaching down and grabbing it. Maybe it's a little bit thinner. I mean, technically that hand could just be popped off. Like the tentacles just wrapped around it. Okay. Save that just in case. And start filling in colors. I'm not gonna repaint it all from flats, but I just want to go back to flats just to then be able to like lasso and pop those pieces into place basically. Maybe I should make that red. Maybe that'd work better. Maybe I'll make the limbs consistent in color too. Let's see. Like that. And then not a big fan of that. Change it to green. Oop. Maybe blue. Oop. Just get my timer clock. Okay, merge that. Add that there. Can't click between. There we go. Okay. Hey, fart man. My favorite person. Okay. Oop. Just gonna chop this up now. Cut. Cut. Okay. That's what I'm doing. I'm being silly. I should do it the opposite way. I should cut this one up. So I basically want to try to save some of my effort and just uh, cut up the previous work I did and kind of warp it into place of it just to save a little bit of time. Cut, cut. Yeah, he's a pastry boy. This guy, so this guy connects to, I think you were here the other day when I showed the personal project, the dungeon stuff. But basically this guy controls these puppets. Just like some of the meat drops out of the crown and it like skitters along the ground and then they basically the meat enters it enters his toy like hand puppet toys and they become meat puppets and yeah, he kind of controls them through that. Yeah, they're pretty tiny. They're just like little gnome men. I was thinking before that they walked, but I think kind of it'd be kind of cooler if they just floated. Like their feet are just hardly touching the ground, and it's the meat that's propping them up. Makes them feel more empty this way. Like they're not actually sentient. Which are like, yeah, it's kind of like a necromancer or something. Like that kind of vibe. Thought it was fun. How do I want to do this? Overlay, multiply. Kind of makes the shadows weird. I could multiply, but knocked out the light side maybe. Yeah, that was an option I thought would be cool, like the strings attached. Um, I think that the I played with like magic strings as well at one point. I think with the meat though, like it could just be like a hive mind type of thing where the main meat meat hub, so to speak, uh controls the puppets. Lots of meat. Color. Just swap that quick. I don't really care about keeping the hand there. Hmm, I don't know if there's much to save here. Grab those and delete that. Yeah, whenever I think of hive minds, I think of I don't know if you ever played that game. It was on PlayStation. Resistance. They it's weird that they just abandoned that series. Those are really fun series actually. Pretty sure they had like hive minds and stuff though. Where's my oh right, it's had on color. Silly. Um, hmm, I don't know if I want to keep any of this. Kind of dated now, but it was pretty, it was cool. That wasn't worth the effort. Let's just repaint it. Okay. Multiply. Oh, I want to cut negative space there. Maybe here. Okay. I don't want much focus down here, so I'm gonna use it to my advantage from the start and just make it a bit dimmer. I made a really simple, let me show you guys. I made a simple block out in Blender for this guy, just kind of felt like dicking around in Blender. And some of the lighting was kind of tricky, so I was like, oh, I'll just do a really simple little block out. And Blender is such a good way to like figure out lighting, learn it better. See what happens, that knife reflection that we have in our new one. I could change that one and make it this one, the render. Okay, there we go. Join those. I always get confused with certain orientations. Oh, will the knife just get no lighting? It's gonna, or did my material break? Let me see. Ah, weird. There we go. Oh my god, I'm just like whipping this around. I do not know what I'm doing. Okay. Oh well. I'll just figure it out. Um, oh yeah, it seems really useful. Actually, you got the lighting, which is good, but you can also yeah, exactly. Like it's such a good way to just learn on us. Like you check yourself, like do your sketch, get your design down. I mean, you can even start painting it if you want to, and then afterwards just to double check yourself. It's like okay, I'll make like a very simple block out in 3D and like check if I actually am doing this right, like the lighting and angle of things. There's a block of charcoal, yeah. It just stuffs charcoal down your throat. That's he's one of Santa's little elves gone rogue. Mm, maybe the top of that will get like a tiny bit of light, but that's probably it. That, yeah, kind of does. Now that I mentioned it, I'm like, oh, maybe I gotta push him a little more jester, hand puppet kind of guy, maybe. This file is getting kind of heavy. Um, oh yeah, there's some of my earlier iterations where I was doing like originally it was like full body puppet dudes that had like wooden insides, and then originally it was like magic arms that grip down and actually moved the puppets rather than strings. Delete that. I don't really need these steps anymore because I don't even go with that direction. Those. Oh, yeah, here's some of their movements. Yeah, I called it a meat drone. So basically a meat drone crawls up their butt and then controls. But then they can like do a jump thing. I was thinking that'd be really fun. Jump slash thing. And then maybe they could even explode like a I don't know, imploding drone thing. It's just a meat bomb. Okay, let's see. Merge that out. I don't need those layers anymore. Just getting too dang heavy. Yeah, they definitely are. Yeah, maybe it's the color of red that I'm using here. Maybe it needs to be more. more royally, maybe. Perfect. Hmm. What if we swap it and make... No, it doesn't. Huh. Yeah, maybe that works better, because I think my thing with the red back here is it just feels kind of like too far from the face, and like red is a very pulling color. So this way it's like, okay, two important places, like around the head there, and then obviously like the meat, which is a bit more like hidden because of the shadow and whatnot, or will be more hidden in the end. I think maybe a pattern or something would also help though in here. I'll kind of worry about that a little more later, maybe. I'll save that for now. Okay. Ooh, why did it freeze? Okay, there we go. Merge. Save these to my backups. Okay. Yeah, dude, that is always the trickiest, honestly, is getting the palette right in the first place, and that's why I like to start in just flats and like try to resolve that as simply as possible to start. Honestly, same here, dude. So I've been making those little like educational clip things for Instagram and whatnot, and especially when I go through like a recording, like a stream recording, and I listen to myself, I noticed I repeat things a lot. Like I almost have a stutter. I didn't realize that before. Like, oh no, man. It's like my brain is still computing. I mean, I literally just did it with the is thing. I'm self-aware now. Not sure that actually. Pulling down, reaching around. Yeah, it probably is. It's like multitasking. I'm already liking this one a lot better than before. Some of these puppets have really crazy rosy cheeks. Man, that one's so creepy. I want to get that energy down. Literal psycho puppet. I like how the one it's almost like too red. Like I can't stop laughing or something. I kind of like that. It's a little creepier. Oh, good. God, that is creepy. Grab that blue. Should he have eyeballs that are just too big? It's kind of creepy. Or I could do the opposite too, where it's just like dots basically. But I kind of like the big eyes, honestly. It's kind of weird. Like I think what I'll do is like make it like very like clearly painted on. Like it's like the eyelashes are like yeah. Yeah. Most humiliating death. Imagine a bunch of them though. Like imagine like five or six of these guys like basically floating towards you because they're off the ground a little bit, so be basically floating towards you and they just start exploding. Ooh. Me too. color hair should he have? Dark, maybe? He already has a lot of reds in his face. I was thinking like orange maybe would be kind of cool, but red-headed jester. Yeah, Ed Sheeran came back as a puppet. Um, oh, white hair. Huh. Before and after, yeah. Poor guy, man. Let's make it darker, I think. Okay, nice. Hey Uber, how you doing? Aw, dang. Man, I was tired this morning. I only slept like 5 hours and I had to wake up for a meeting at like 7 a.m. It's like an hour long and I went right back to bed after for another hour. Yeah, that's how it be sometimes though. Yeah, it's not fun. It's like it takes a while to go back to sleep and 4 to 5, dang, that's not much. Genuinely really love design. Looks like a crude replica of a human. Yeah. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I like that take. I was thinking that's kind of distorted. 'Cause I mean, it's one of the prince's playthings, and the prince is pretty sadistic, I'd imagine. Like he's very kind of like King Joffrey-esque. Do I even want to hint at that? Oh yeah, they got super red lips too. I've been drinking a lot of iced coffee cartons lately at Uber. Oh, they're so good. It's my new favorite thing. Like Mocha International Delight. Kind of just wish I had like a big coffee dispenser, iced coffee dispenser. That'd be awesome. It's a customized artists that don't quite understand why something works can copy down what they see. Because yeah, yeah. It's a really interesting comparison there. It's like you miss out the intricacies that make something um what it is. Fancy cafe style cold brew rigs. I bet there's like oh, I've seen those ones. Yeah, the yeah. I think that popped in my head first, like those really big brew stations that cost like a couple grand, like a professional crazy coffee brew station. Oh, those what okay. It's tempting, I'm not gonna lie. I wonder if I could convince my work it's like for my health and wellness. So I could get part of it paid for. Mm. Fab face. Imagine the teeth are painted in. Yeah. Yeah, Bro's teeth. Bro's teeth are just fucked. I'm not gonna lie. Like they're just done. Brother needs some braces. The face is ridiculous. It's got a lot more character now though. So one thing I'm gonna try to do again is like I was thinking that they're all kind of like scratched up and messed up because of the print just like messes them up. So I'll add like a layer of like deterioration at some point to them as well. How are my teeth? I could see it. This one successfully got away with it too. That's why he's just so pleased. Okay. Light receding. Or is it just a big orb? So as this falls down, the light will be slowly falling away. Same over here. I think the taxes are the is the abuse he puts them through with like the I don't know, imagine just like when kids will have like their desks at school and they'll just like carve shit into them? Like imagine he just does that to these just to like I don't know. Just like mess with them or something, I don't know. Very angry little prince. Hey Noda. Just working away on this concept I'm reworking. Oh yeah, the S thing. Yeah. I should totally hide that in there or something. Like a part of it or something like that. That. And painting really doesn't take that long. It always feels like it takes longer than it actually does. I mean, even all this time that I painted, like it's always starting that is the hardest. Usually most things most things feel like there's an aversion to doing anything really, and then when you start, it's not that big of a deal. Ears are just flat planes with stuff drawn into them. Painting was yeah, I mean the yeah, I mean it's true. Thing is though when it stops being fun and like when you I mean it's always because you hit a wall or something like where you're struggling or you don't know how to do something. It's like the appropriate action is to try to find out why. But I think we're naturally lazy though, and like we don't want to go and like do studies and stuff. So it's like I'll just keep banging my head against the wall until it works. But if you find you're having trouble with drawing something, do you do any studies of that subject? Yeah, yeah, I do. Um, not as much anymore. Uh, like these days primarily I'll just reference something and I consider using reference kind of like a study basically. Um, but it's pretty much always more beneficial to do direct supplemental studies. Um, Let me see if I can find an example. Yeah, like these are studies I did to supplement a monster I was painting at one point. Um, so I would do that pretty often. Uh, I used to do it a lot more back in the day, but uh, what else do I have? Looking. Yeah, I guess you get the point anyway though. But yeah, I used to do that a lot though. Whenever you get stuck, that's like that's kind of like prime time. Like you wanna, especially when you want to learn, you wanna chase that. You wanna chase getting stuck, because then you have the chance to answer a question, and like you have to come up with like the question first, which is getting stuck, and like you know it's like, oh, I can't. I'm having trouble on this like wood. How do I paint that? And then you have your question, and you go and actually figure it out. And that's a lot more beneficial than like just doing random studies that don't apply to anything. They're fun and you do learn stuff from it, but it's always better to study things that are relevant. Uh, how do you study properly? I can copy stuff fine when it comes to remembering and applying it to my own art. So kind of what I was just mentioning, that's like a way is like you do your own art, you get stuck, or you see something you want to be able to paint better, you study that thing, and then you go back to your own image and try to apply what you've learned, and you'll slowly kind of get stuff down. Um, a Another way is to if you're doing like figure drawing or something like that, like you're doing like quick successive sketch studies, it's a good idea to rotate. It's like one study. It's like, okay, I'm drawing this dude. He's like standing, and I'm using the reference and trying to like get that down. And then the next pose you do completely from imagination, and you just do like, okay, let's try drawing that guy from imagination, but like maybe we're looking at him from behind now, so we're shifting him in our head. And that way you'll slowly kind of build your mental library for this stuff and kind of bridge the gap between studies and personal imaginative work. Hello, can you advise me how to do Stadia correctly so I can come up with my own concept of creature later? Stadia. But I don't really know what that means. How do you do Stadia correctly? I don't know if you could like reiterate that maybe. Oh, how do you study? Okay. Um, how do you study so I can come up with my own? Uh, kind of just what I've been saying about the other stuff. It's all the same, honestly. Like you just um you figure out what you want to do. Uh, like come up with an idea, and then you study around that thing. Um, so for example, let me go to my slide deck thing I have from a lecture. It's like come up with an idea. This is a challenge we put together a while ago. It doesn't have to be this detailed, but um, if you want, you could even just use this for a creature. Uh, but there's certain things you want to figure out when you're doing creatures specifically. Um, like where does it live? What kind of biome? 'Cause that's gonna dictate its adaptations. And then like you can do research and start figuring out why animals are the way they are. Like, for example, like, oops, what is that there? Camels have like long eyelashes to keep, and like narrow nostrils to keep sand and like the sun out of their eyes and nose. They store like watery, fatty, uh, fat carrying, the water carrying fat in their hump. I think that's what it is. And they have wide feet to be able to walk along the sand. Um, you basically just want to like inform yourself about real world things. One thing that's really cool I found too is they actually blow up their tongues. They can inflate their tongues, um, because they have like veins in their tongues, and when they inflate their tongues, their veins expand and it cools them down because it's to fight the heat in the desert. Um, yeah, just like learn about real world things, and then you can start building your own stuff from that. But hopefully that's helpful. Fatty budget. Yeah, just like I just really hate camels, dude. I just have it against camels. Just every chance I get, I'm after them. I hope that is helpful. XAO. I just fucking kind of fast this. Hopefully it wasn't too fast. Where was I? Oh no. Fart man. I gotta I gotta get rid of you now. It's like that this is me with the ban. Yeah, ban button on your name. Cheap viewers. Uh ban. Can't believe it's already Friday tomorrow, dude. It's crazy. This week flew by. Oh man. Why'd I fill that with black? I don't know. We can darken the background a little bit. Brown contacts. Nah, it needs to be more blue. I do kind of like the faded better actually though. Maybe just like up a little bit here and there. Oh, I don't know if you're. I don't know why it's not selecting my color properly. Weird. Weird. Now it is. I don't know if you were here earlier, Noda, but basically these guys are uh they're like meat drones for this guy. The puppet guys, they're pretty small, so you could totally smash them with a hammer. Bunch of them come at you, you just start swinging at them. There's a bug on the wall, one sec. God, I don't know why my Photoshop has so many visual bugs all the time. Like, yeah, you guys should be able to see that on the stream. So weird. Just reopen the file. Okay. Yeah, it's coming together pretty good. Quicker than the other one. We spent like an hour and a half so far, or yeah, about an hour and a half. Um, okay, let's try. Oh man, that's that is messed up, dude. Scary. The red light. Imagine looking over at your like grate or something, and that's just like looking at you there. Uh, ooh, that's weird. Me when I go. The bugs are so real. My IBIS paint crashes sometimes. I have to watch a speed paint to work on them again. Oh, that's annoying. Kind of like those really blue eyes. That's creepy. Just do that and just keep the eyes maybe. Maybe not all the way though. Maybe like just a little bit bluer or brighter. Eh, maybe not. Yeah, color burn is gnarly though. It's freaky. Hit it with the pin light. Just like a close zoom up of the blue eyes. Change the color of the light. Kind of cool. Well, trip the lights a little bit. That only really affects the forehead. Slight. Slight boost. Eyes so bright you can use them as a flashlight, yeah. Let's see. Levels. My pants are getting too dark. Drag that down. Just crunch the shadow side a little bit. I'm gonna duplicate that and save that one. Do. I should I should save my layers more because I'm posting like my PSDs on Patreon. I'm trying that out, and I have a bad habit of just like merging each layer and like working it up. But I think people like to see like the actual like ins and outs of what you did. Uh, shoot, what did I do? Okay, duplicate that, merge that, move this one into the pile. Okay. Yeah, I think like I need to be able to merge down. Like I hate uh it's probably kind of bad because like you're especially at work like I mean at work I'm pretty decent at keeping things like simple but non-destructive, but I know a lot of people work like very non-destructively where it's like okay, I'm gonna do like two brush strokes there, new layer, do another two brush strokes there, new layer. And like I just can't do that because yeah, I get like super confused with all like the layering stuff. Like it's just too much for me. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean I constantly am duplicating my I'm constantly collapsing and duplicating and collapsing again. Um, 'Cause yeah, it's like it's nice to have like the timeline because then you can actually look back at like am I actually making progress on this? And you can like look back at your steps to see okay, yeah, I have been moving forward. You guys want a trick for adding blur to something? You just turn off spacing. You could drag. This guy's zooming. So jokes and claps until he brings out the meat cleaver and the tentacles, yeah. James, you want to see how these guys work? Basically, they're just puppets, and then a piece of meat crawls up its butt, and then it controls them. Lots of research. Had to make sure I had my I need to be informed about what I was doing. That's actually gonna be my next tip and trick videos. How to be informed. It's not actually. Midnight special. We have been watching anime, but Mob Psycho, nothing too crazy. Dude, it's so funny. I didn't know if I was gonna like it or not, but I actually love it. Oh, it's so funny, dude. Alright, dude. I haven't watched Dan to Dan, but my wife's been watching Dan to Dan. She really likes it. Typically, I kind of prefer 90s anime, usually. Vision of Escaflowne. Heard of that one. No, I haven't watched Samurai Champloo. Why does this guy legs? His legs feel weird to me. Um, okay. I'm drawing it weird. That's why. What brushes do I use mainly? Just round brush typically. Yeah, I just use like this. This brush, airbrush. And I have textures here, but I don't use them that often, honestly. It's more like sometimes. If I'm doing like photo bashing, like gritty realistic, I use this quite a bit for like just adding a grit. So you can even just use black and just like swipe on something and it adds like a little like gritty texture stuff, but most of my brushes are pretty specific use case usually. Like I like to keep it simple. I don't know, there's just something about round brushes just like looks so nice. Like there's just an aesthetic. It's just really, really nice. Excuse me. Yeah, man, it's actually the best. Round mixing brush and CSP. I used to use this one a lot. The Pilang brush. Sergei Kolsov. I guess it's fine. I don't know. Man, I miss his old streams. He was just like insane. Just like 2 hours he'd whip out like a crazy, crazy painting. Yeah, I feel like the less tools you use, usually the nicer things look. Like Craig Mullins, old round brush stuff. Oh, so good. Craig Mullins, Baron. Yeah, dude, this painting in particular just kills me. I mean, there's some other texture brushes in there, but like this stuff here is like the juiciest to me. It's like those overlapping brush strokes and just like all the oh, so good. Yeah, I feel that too, Jamesy. I just don't like the grit anymore. I used to love the grit when I was super into Dave Raposa. It's like, yeah, gr more grit, more better. But then I overdid it, I think, and like I look back and everything I did is just like muddy and just texture everywhere. Turn me off of it for good. Is the case with these brushes available for free? Can I use them? Um, they might be on my Gumroad if you look. I don't know if I took them down or not. Um, yeah, check my link tree thing. Might still be on there. Yeah, there's nothing too special in here, honestly. It's just all stuff I got from other people. One day you just wake up and realize it's all about the shapes, values, and color. Yeah, dude, it's all about the shape. Um, kind of want to play around in Blender again. Mm, no, it's gonna cast a shadow there. I believe. Where are we? 2 hours. Only 10 though. I can go for a bit longer. I think we can catch light there. Then here. And it'll recede down the form, get a gradation. Leonardo, did you play with the trial? I really like those the things Steven Zapata's been doing, like the I didn't watch it, but I saw the thumbnail of like the painting on black, and the designs are pretty sick. The painting he's doing in it. The cast shadow, and maybe like a stretch fold. 3 zoom. Oh, really? Interesting. So you literally can't go in and like zoom like 80% or anything. That's cool. That's actually really nice. Trying to be better about not zooming in too much is so hard, dude. Ugh. If you don't zoom in though, you get stuff done so much quicker. Just focus the big picture. Trying to zoom out when I zoom in do some random detail. Ugh. Honestly, looks like a really cool program. I think my thing is just like I don't I don't want another I don't want another program. I'm like it was a struggle to get Blender going, and I'm like okay, I'm capped out now. I got Blender, I got Photoshop. I hit my limit. It's like I see another program and my Mob Psycho counter starts going up the percent until I freak out. Okay, I think I can add more nicer folds in the thing. I really like the little embroidered material in there too. It's really cool. The different darker and brighter yellow like felt. Maybe I'll try that. It's a little bit of a thicker material too. It's almost like stuffed or something. Kind of nice. It's a lot stiffer of a material than what I have though, but I think I want to keep it kind of thinner. Not thinner, but flexible. Uh, Good enough. Just add that thicker edge in there. Just inverted my selections to clean up that edge a little bit. And when I'm painting, I'm always trying to I'm painting over and through forms always. So like if I'm like this hair here, I don't want to like be painting around it. I'm totally okay with just bam and then re reestablishing those shapes. That way things tend to like blend a little bit better. Like they feel like they harmonize a little bit better. Otherwise you get weird sharp little edges everywhere and like you start to feel like paint by numbers kind of, like where you're painting to the edge of something as opposed to like everything flowing and interweaving organically. Let's see, I think it's a little too dark. Is that? This is really nice. The folds in there. Kind of weird and wrinkly. Kind of like the trim. It's kind of neat. Yeah, kind of talking about studies earlier, like literally what I'm doing right now is I'm zooming around my references and like I'm one by one I'm looking at these materials and referencing them and it's literally a study, just more you're just applying it directly to the image that you're doing. Maybe we get a little bit of cash out of there too. What's that? Wow. Okay, let's see how we can add in um here's a pattern. I'll just draw it in opaquely. And I can just mask it, just brush into it really easily. Nice. And we could add a little bit of depth to it by painting underneath and like just pretending it protrudes off the form a little bit. That. Oh no. I gotta shut down the stream quick. Always reminds me of the Majora's Mask thing. Racing to the N64 to turn it off before it exploded. How you doing, Kuru? Oh, nice. Take it easy, Noda. Thanks for stopping by. You have a good weekend too. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm just working on like fixing up those dungeon crawler concepts. I've been posting them every other day, just trying to get them wrapped up and out of mind. I just decided to do like a full repaint on this one tonight because um that was the original one there. I don't know, I just thought it was kind of lame. I think I like ran out of steam too, and I just kind of done with that at that point. But yeah, I'm liking this a lot, like way better. Much cooler. It's interesting looking back at these images because I'm like, dang, I kind of like phoned it in a little bit. I mean that like the goal wasn't to do anything crazy finished, but uh yeah, I just kind of was a little too lazy on the finals, and I couldn't really post them to my portfolio. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna do a messing it up pass. Like give him some really deep scratches and stuff in there. I think the clothing will be ripped a little bit too. Let's see. Start tackling that soon. The big coat girl. Let me look at her again. Um, hmm. I think it's cool. I mean, I don't really have anything like too. Like, I mean, I just wonder if maybe she's like quite square. The only thought would be maybe making her more oval. I don't know. It's just like a first impression type of thing. I guess to me it reads like I don't know, like suits, like those padded shoulder suits that have like like the blazer. It kind of feels like that a little bit. I guess I'm just like wondering what the structure is that's keeping her shoulders up. I feel like it would add to making her feel like a little more feminine as well, maybe if like yeah, they were just like a little rounder. But I honestly don't really have like a good reason. It's just like a intuition type of thing, I guess. I wonder if too like the okay, I just read your thing again. She has a hidden library under her robe. Yeah, I think they're just like showing that would be cool. Like maybe part of her robe is open or something, or like from a certain angle you can see part of the structure that is like the library in her robe, maybe. I think the idea is really cool though, like a giant robe. Usually those concepts are really fun where it like just starts with like something like that. Like, oh, I'm gonna do like a big head guy. Feels like Power Rangers monster logic a little bit, which I think is I like Power Rangers monsters. They just feel like very it's like Lobster Man. It's just like a very focused like design typically. They look kind of goofy, but I don't know, I think they're kind of cool. They're memorable. Yeah, it feels like it. Like very, at least from what I've seen, like stuff is very focused. Like drill head man. And then you have like one, yeah, that one iconic feature. Or yeah, like literally like what is it, like Chainsaw Headman or something? That wasn't that like a big anime? Devilman. Gun Headman called No Guns Life. Look it up. Gun Headman. Oh, I've seen this design before. Oh, that's so cool, dude. He literally just has a gun head. Gun Headman enemies. Can't really find enemies for it, but he's really cool. It's the hack. Just get one nice iconic feature. Name it something, man. Profit. Okay. I have a light over here, but I don't know if it's bothering my eyes. Oh, okay, yeah, that was kind of messing with my eyes. Maybe get like a softer lampshade or something. Oh man. Ugh. Dang man, just repainting this came along pretty quickly actually. When in doubt, scrub it out. That's right. I gotta live by my own words. Okay, let's look at some wood. Hey Jay. Yeah, I'm a Mr. Content Creator now. It's fun. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's mostly been fun trying to organize my thoughts and like share stuff I think about, and like hopefully it's helpful for people. But I got like a bunch of like little scripts I've been crunching away at just here and there, and kind of like thinking about how to communicate certain ideas like quickly and effectively. And I Mr. Beast it up. Yeah, no, it's not too bad, honestly. Like it. So I at first I was like, okay, I'm just gonna maybe try taking stuff from the stream and then editing that. But it's just like it's really hard to take stuff from the stream and like you have to cut it up and then make it flow nicely. I think it's better just to like directly record clips because then you know what you're gonna say. You can make it nice, short and sweet. Um, just honestly not that bad. I was saying to Julia earlier, I got a I gotta get like the clickbait going, because I remember watching a video about like how a lot of like clickbaity reels will like be like, how did this thing happen? And watch the end of the video to find out. So it's, it's like, um, what if I just like held up I showed like a painting I did, like a super render painting. It's like, how did I paint this with this? And then I like have like a banana or something, and then just some like weird bullshit, and then never talk about the thing again. Just like clickbait. I'm kind of tempted to do that just as a shit post. Yeah, just never never talk about the question that I posed in the beginning. Get some more of this chipped off. I think the one thing about it though is like I'm conscious that I don't want to come across like uh what's the word? Like I'm saying, oh, you have to do it this way. Like I want it to come across just like, oh, this is stuff that I do, or like stuff that I have learned. Like oh, this is stuff that I do that's helpful, as opposed to being like, oh, this is the way to do it. Frame it as the one true way. This is how you draw concept art. You're doing it wrong. That would suck. His art tip has landed me more jobs than this art tip has landed me more jobs than I could think of. Yeah, just like total clickbait. Just each one gets like it keeps ascending how ridiculous it gets. This is the art tip that made me $1 million. This art advice made me see God. Oh yeah, you've been doing it like you've been doing it wrong. I got a few that are more like professionally oriented too. I don't know if it'd be as useful or if people would be as interested in them, but like like how to ask questions, for example, like that's super important with client interactions and not I feel like not enough people do ask questions. Framing it as that only you know. So yeah. Uh Trick DM should be good inspiration for your next big vid. Oh yeah, the Did I get it? Just so good. Bobby Chew washed. I look like a rat. It's like my teeth. That's actually like one of my favorite pictures. Yeah, I got my thumbnail guy right here. Dang. Oh man, they're actually so funny. Next Instagram reel. Why you shouldn't go to schoolism. The spinal column, yeah. That was pretty good. Negative vertebrae. Yeah. Get some cracks in the chin here too. Super wrestle positive vertebrae Jones, where he has an extra long spine. I'm like Go Gadget. 'Cause I think he could extend his spine, right? He could like go really long. It's retractable. Alright, take it easy, Jay. Sleep tight. Thanks for hanging out. Get some more cracks in here. Maybe the eye. We have a little bit more as well. Alright, sleep tight, Jamesy. Take it easy. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know how to. I think I'm failing at that one though. It's constantly at zero, constantly resetting it. Honestly, it's not even so much the timer, like, um, just having the number there kind of helps sometimes. I don't know. Maybe I just need to make it bigger so I can't ignore it. Simplify a little bit. Never, never sleep. Alright, take it easy, man. Catch you later. Bye bye. Get some rust in there. Maybe just like a little indication of the light reflecting, even though the blender thing didn't really have that, but probably a good idea to cheese it a little bit anyway. Oh, it's kind of cool. That's so creepy, dude. Oh my God. Some of those colors on the face are kind of cool. Kind of like the DSAT on there. Yeah. Slowly slipping in my chair always, man. I need a seatbelt. Um, hmm. Could be ripped open. Does feel a little dinky when it's just coming out of the sleeve. Just kind of feels like a little bit more of like a hostile takeover. Maybe like that, and then again, could have like a little more ripping up here, maybe. Okay. Connect some of these a little bit better. We'll go the under layer and add that occlusion a little bit so it feels like it's popping off the form. It's like its own layer. Okay, it's feeling pretty good. Do we want bellows on him, I wonder? I feel like golden bells would be more on brand. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Maybe they're just a little bit smaller though. Alright, I should call it there though. I gotta get to bed. Made pretty good progress though. Got from there, and then we did the the flats and the line art. Close, I think like 80% of the way there probably, or 80 or 90. I just gotta do a bit more tomorrow, and then probably wrap it up. But yeah, alright, see you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Bye bye.